Assalamu alaikum. This lecture is for class 6th. In our last lecture, we have a discussion on maps, advantages of maps and types of maps. Today, we will discuss our new subtopic, that is components of a map. As we know, a map is a two-dimensional representation of the earth or a part of the earth. Now, there are some essential components in a map. Without these essential components, maps have no meaning. We can say they are meaningless. The main components of all maps are scales, directions, and symbols. The first component of all map is a scale. As we all know that the earth is too big and therefore it's not possible to draw its correct measured representation on a plain paper. Now, to represent it on a plain paper, its size has to be carefully reduced so that the distance between the places it remain correct. So a scale is chosen for this purpose. These scales, they are used to find the actual distance between 2 points on a map. They are also used to get a better idea of the actual size of an area. So we can define a scale as a ratio between the unit of length on the map and a unit of distance on the earth. In other words, we can say a scale is a ratio between the distance on the ground and the distance on the map. For example, let us consider two places which are 100 kilometers apart. If 20 kilometer is shown as 1 centimeter on a particular map, then the scale of the map is written as 1 centimeter is equal to 20 kilometer. This represents that 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 20 kilometer on the ground. It is generally shown by a graduated line of a particular length. This scale, it is also used to calculate the distances between any two places on the map. Suppose your school and your home are 30 centimeter apart on the map. It means that 1 centimeter on the map will show 20 kilometer on ground. Therefore, the actual distance according to scale is 30 into 20, which is equal to 600. So, the actual distance between your school and your home is 600 kilometers on ground. Now, if there is no straight road between any two places or 2 points, then we divide the distances into many parts which are straight, measure them and then add them. And if the roads or rivers are curved, then we take a piece of thread or wire along the roads or rivers from the start till the end. Then we calculate the distance on the thread or wire according to the scale given. Now, three types of scales. There are three different ways to write scale. If the scale is written in this format, then it's called stated scale. And when the scale is written in this format, it is called linear scale. While as when the scale is written in this format, then it's called ratio scale. So these are the three types of scales: stated scale, linear scale, and ratio scale. Now the second component of a map is directions. When we look at any map, we will notice a vertical line at the top right corner or left corner of the map. The uppermost point of this line is marked with the letter N. This line is called the north line, and it indicates the north direction. The lowermost point of the line is marked with the letter S. This line is called the south line, and it indicates the south directions. There are four main directions: north, south, east, and west. North is denoted by N, south is denoted by S, east is denoted by E, and west is denoted by W. And these four directions are called the cardinal points of the compass. These are also called as cardinal directions. There are also four subdirections: northeast, southeast, northwest, and southwest. And these are called the intermediate directions. These intermediate directions, they are in between the cardinal directions. So they are in between the north, south, east, and west. There are some maps which do not show the cardinal directions. In these maps, the upper part of the map is considered as the north, and the lower part of the map is considered as the south. Now, what is a compass rose? A compass rose, it is an instrument which helps us to determine the direction of a place. It is also called as magnetic compass. Its magnetic needle is always points in the north-south direction. We can also define a compass rose as it's a part of the map that shows the cardinal and intermediate directions. So these are four cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. And these are four cardinal directions and four intermediate directions. Four intermediate directions are northwest, northeast, southeast, and southwest. The third component of a map is symbols. It is impossible to show various features like trees, buildings, roads, railways, bridges, cities, towns in their actual shape and in their actual size on a map. Hence, these features, they are shown by different symbols which are easier to show in maps. So these are the map symbols which are shown in maps. Now, a conventional symbol. A conventional symbol is a symbol that is widely accepted. The various features shown on a map are represented by conventional signs or conventional symbols. For example, the colors can be used to indicate a classification of roads. Now, we will discuss our another subtopic, that is plan. Now, what is a plan? A plan is a detail of drawing of small areas. In plan, details are given in the form of symbols. So in plan, details are given in the form of symbols, and it can show the length and the breadth. For example, when an architect makes a plan in the design of houses and buildings, before a house is built, they first make a plan of the house. The plan shows the actual size of the rooms, it shows the actual size of windows, and it also shows the actual sizes of doors. So in simple words, we can say that drawing of a small area on a large scale is called a plan. Now we will discuss our last subunit of this unit, that is sketch. As we know, a map, it represents an area according to a scale. Okay, but we also often draw a rough drawing to tell or locate places where we want to go. This kind of a rough drawing of an area is called a sketch. A map is drawn to scale, while sketch is a rough drawing. A map of smaller or bigger space can be drawn on a piece of paper, while we draw a sketch of only small area. A map has much more accuracy than a sketch, and a map gives much more detail of a place, while a sketch cannot. Suppose you want to go to your friend's house, but you do not know where he or she lives. Then he or she may tell you how you could reach his or her house by making a rough drawing or a sketch of that area. The directions and distances are shown in sketches, but no scale is used in sketches. So we can say that a map, it gives us much more accuracy than a sketch. So here we completed our second unit, that is maps. Inshallah, in our next lecture we will start our new unit. Thank you.